And now we're live. Boom.
Are we?
We did
Is it for real this time?
It's for real this time. We did
It's
it.
for real. Okay. Hi.
OBS was giving me problems, but we're here. We did it, gang.
Yay.
Welcome to Princes of the Apocalypse. I am Ace, the GM. I am your friendly neighborhood game master. I realize when I say it too fast, it sounds like game master. So happy Pride, y'all.
Happy Pride. Ace is our game master.
I am. I'm the master of the gay. And with me, as always, is our lovely group known as Punishment, the adventuring party called Punishment. Why do we call ourselves Punishment, gang?
Because we're punny.
We're punny, and we choose a new name for our party every episode, every session. What's our name this time?
We hashed
talk
it out. Uh-huh.
Les Talk It Out. Explain this one to me.
Because of the dope lesbian druids.
Yes, the lesbian druids that Esme was friends with back in Golden Fields, where Esme largely grew up. Their names are Comnal and Ragnad. And you have just happened to find them here at Scarlet Moon Hall, the home of some fire cultists that you hope to get rid of. And with that, let's do some introductions. Let's meet the whole party. Before we get into our recap, whoopsies. Here we go. Starting with Gawain, the Kalistar Warlock. Tell us about Gawain.
What up, everybody? I'm a 12-year-old little asshole. I am a Kalistar Warlock of the Dream King. I made a deal to save my friends, even though my father figure was murdered and my other father figure was murdered, and I refused to take on another father figure. Just kidding. No, little Gawain, little afraid of death, loves his friends, is excited to kill some cultists.
Very good. That's
Yes.
Gawain. Hopefully Mako, the human barbarian, human bard, will join us later.
My best friend.
Yes, but Shanks is on his way home. We've also have Esme, the half-elf druid. Who's Esme? What's Esme's deal?
Esme is a Circle of the Moon druid. She was actually sent to investigate some weird supernatural happenings and met this gang of weirdos, and now she's fighting cultists and about to catch up with some friends.
Hell yeah, some old friends. Love it. We've also got a new member of our party, Glarnock, the Mutilator, a Minotaur fighter. Tell us about Glarnock in a few words.
Glarnock. I have killed many creatures and people. I come from war. I was trained, had a rough life. I wound up inside Scarlet Moon Hall, and I did horrible things for the fire cultists that haunt me. And it's also tied to my past. And I will no longer kill for them.
Indeed, and now it's time to get some revenge on them.
And now I will destroy them for the atrocities that they have caused.
Very good. And for the atrocities that they had you commit.
Exactly.
Indeed. We've also got Poetry, the Tiefling monk. Who are you, Poetry? What's Poetry's deal?
Well, Poetry's a tiefling monk, way of the open hand, kind of wayward, and has decided to leave the monastic life and walk around, but he was jumped by people with a stone mask. Following a few clues, he met all these folks, and I think Poetry is learning to feel and have connection again, because the monastic way is so minimal. So he's learning its feels.
Hell yeah, we love that for them. And last but not least, we have Boneless, the changeling rogue and newly found sorcerer.
Boneless just went through their sorcery puberty, and now they have all these cool magic spells. But before that, they were trapped in a television dimension where they had to be rescued.
Gotta stop
by
saying
their...
television dimension. You don't know what television is.
What are we gonna call it? And another dimension.
Yes,
right.
another
dimension.
Exactly.
In another dimension where they had to be rescued by their dear stepbrother, the famous detective Jimmy Woo, who they walk around using the visage of most of the time. But after they got back, they were broke and had no home, and so they worked as an assassin for a long time until they met up with these guys. And all these guys are trying to help, are helping Boneless become a better person.
Indeed, very good. And with that, let's recap what happened last time with our crew, our Les Talk It Out team. Who wants inspiration if you for doing the recap?
I did it last time, so somebody else can do it now. I also took 2 notes, so
I can do it if no one else wants to.
last
Cool,
time was mostly
I guess I
talking,
do.
so.
Yes. No, it was a lot of talking. Last session was mostly us figuring out our battle plan as to what exactly we are trying to do.
Exactly.
We ended up settling on, I believe, all like sneaking up to the gate with Glarnock as a quote-unquote captive, with Boneless taking on the visage of one of the cultists that we killed and the guy with the only robes that were salvageable. And while proceeding, we found ourselves in the mist, or the ash cloud surrounding the entire mountain. We found out a bit more information that it is possible to sneak around the back, but we would be immediately attacked if we did so. So we kind of decided, we'll sneak through the mist, try to avoid these camps, and make our way through. The problem is that we were caught by the first camp we came across to sneak around. But conveniently, we found a bunch of hippy-dippy druids who were very chill and looking for a good time, who we sussed pretty quickly that they weren't malevolent. So we were like, okay, let's tell them what's going on. Try to convince them to leave, because that's just less people to deal with. After having a conversation with them, and I apologize, I do not remember their names. Does anyone remember their names?
They were the cast from That 70s Show.
They were the cast.
That's right. They were. Yes.
I think you only learned 2 of their names, but one of them was Aston and Mila.
Aston and Mila.
The other 2 were Taffer and Hyde, because I didn't remember the actor's name who played Hyde.
But one of them was very intrigued by all the drugs that Esme had. And after making a deal and getting to keep one of the nuggets herself, Esme was able to, I believe, get rid of a full pound of whatever weed it was, even though when it was smoked, it created this like branched out tree thing with the smoke.
Indeed.
It was very trippy, very cool. But then after that, we convinced them to leave, and then we proceeded to sneak once again. We snuck up and managed to bypass pretty much everyone. But then I believe it was it Mako that decided to sneak in and like observe this camp?
I believe so, yes. Mako was trying to get a closer look at this camp, HC3.
Yeah, and found 2 bears. Just kidding, they weren't bears. They're just very hairy
they
men.
were bear-like.
They were
bears.
bears. They're bear-like.
Husky bears,
who could sniff us out somehow, but didn't really like. They smelled us and acknowledged that we were nearby, but didn't give a shit. Seemed very impatient, just kind of chilling by the fire. One of them pacing, very angry. The other just kind of
didn't give a shit.
Mhm.
So we kind of blew past them. Mako retreated, and then Gawain decided to use Slurp as a sort of sentinel to check out some of the other encampments. The first one. Can you scroll over to the first one we went to? Because I
Of
can't.
course. This one?
No, the other one. That was the last one, I think.
The one down here?
Did we only check out 3?
I think so. I think you only checked out 3. You checked out the
Oh,
one where
okay.
you cleared them out.
Yeah,
and then
that's
this
right.
one
That's right.
with the hairy men.
Well,
and
the
then
last one,
hairy
Slurp-
/ naked, mostly naked. Yeah.
Yeah, mostly naked, and we sussed out probably some sort of lycanthrope, based on the fact that they were sniffing about without transforming at all. And yeah, then Gawain checked out this camp, saw a middle-aged man, a old man, and then our 2 favorite lesbians, who Gawain knew from mental image transfer from Esme, what they look like. Turns out Esme's friends are at this camp. Big reveal. End of session. Here we are.
Indeed, here we are. One other, so you did a lot of deliberating. The plan was to pass Glarnock off as a prisoner, which you touched on. Currently, Glarnock is unchained, I believe, and is just walking around unfettered, but largely Boneless is going around dressed and changelinged into one of the Flame Guardians that you fought on the road, that you saved Glarnock from.
We did chain him though, because
You did.
Poetry had.
Yes, you have
had
okay.
bananas.
So
Yeah.
after the last group that you ran into,
Yeah, because we almost fucked it up really bad.
Oh,
yes.
that's right. Yeah.
He is manacled, but he is not unconscious.
Yeah.
Yes, you are manacled.
Okay, terrific. And the other thing that happened, you had a reunion with an old friend.
Yay!
Oh
Aaron!
yeah, the most important part. I forgot. My bad. No, Aaron was hiding in a tree.
Indeed.
Cloaked very well, I might add.
Yeah, new and improved Aaron. He's got fancy new armor. He's got fancy new magic. And after a change of heart, he turned around and after getting halfway to Red Larch, came back to try and meet you guys and help out with this cult because he thought he could help.
He also shot Boneless, didn't he?
He did shoot Boneless because he thought
Boneless was cloaked as the cultist.
It was
exactly
a really good shot.
the Flame Guardian. Mm-hmm.
I also acquired 2 spells.
Yes,
Oh,
you got that was
yeah.
the deal. You got the spell scrolls.
Elemental Bane and Warding Wind.
Exactly.
Yes.
From this group of druids that were down here in exchange for the big bag of weed that you gave them.
From my new stoner friend.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Aston. Indeed, and that pretty much brings us up to speed. Aaron is with you. Yeah, and he looks very well healed, much more healed than when you last saw him. He's I still can't fly, unfortunately. His wings were pretty badly damaged in his fight with the air cult, or the Knights of Feathergale Spire specifically. But he's with you. He's hanging out. He's here to help, taking up the rear for the most part. And that pretty much brings us up to speed. What would you guys like to do? You had just had Spurt, your familiar. Slurp. What did I say? Spurt?
You said spurt.
Spurt. Slurp.
Slurp.
Fly overhead and check out and see what was going on here as you warged into his little eyes. So you know that Esme's friends, Comnal and Ragnad, as well as 2 other unknown individuals, are hanging out here. There's another unknown camp down here, as well as another one up here to the corner. And then there are more to the north of you. I'll show you that. But you did use the other thing, you used a clairvoyance spell. Mako did.
Oh my god, I totally
to find out about what was going on at Scarlet Moon Hall specifically. So you learned a bit about the enemies that are there. And I believe he used 3 third-level spells. 1 to check out the outside, 1 to check out this floor, the 3rd floor, and 1 to check out the 4th floor. When he was looking at the 3rd floor, he switched to hearing, and after rolling very well on a perception check, he was able to hear some very specific information about someone having dropped something off with Elazar, who you know is the leader of this this portion of the cult. And very specifically, they said we don't want a repeat of what happened in Yartar, notably Azra's hometown, and Gawain's, the town of Gawain's uncles. Sorry, not Gawain's. Mako. Yes, my bad. The two
Wait,
teenagers.
are you telling me they're my uncles?
No, I'm not telling you that. Oops, no.
No!
Slipped up. Spoilers, no.
Out of game reveal? Why?
I know. So there, up here, there is Scarlet Moon Hall, the hall itself, which is a big tower, and 2 other camps that you know of. But right now you're down here. So what do you want to do?
Gawain, the moment he realizes who he sees, looks over, or doesn't look because they're warging, but like rapidly feels around in the direction that Esme was.
Mm-hmm.
It's just like, Esme, whoa. I got him. I found him. They're in that camp over there. Gawain points. It's not in the right direction because Gawain can't actually see. But it's just
Gawain is pointing right at Mako.
I got him. I know where they're at.
You would
You're
be
muted.
less vague. Oh, am I?
Oh, you're not. Hold on. It was just quiet. My bad.
Who did you find?
I found your 2 friends.
Oh, should we? I can't just run in there, can I? Are there other people?
There's 2 other people, a middle-aged looking dude and then a very old, grumpy looking dude.
Do I know them?
Well, I don't know. Do you?
You can't see them. Gawain is the only one that can see them.
Yeah, my eyes are like milky white right now. I'm like,
I don't know, man. I don't.
What do they look like? Explain. Do I know them, Ace?
So I guess give me a perception check, Gawain,
okay.
to see how well you can ID these people.
I do have advantage because of Slurp's perception abilities.
Oh, cool. Mm-hmm. Well, then you have to use his perception.
Okay. He has a. One moment.
You can use his perception and you have advantage, or you use your perception and you don't.
Got it. That is a 15 on the first roll and a 19 on the second one.
Oof. 19. Pretty good. Yeah, you ID these guys. Yeah, this one guy is an old man. He's got his hood up. He's got a walking stick with lots of like engravings into it. It actually looks, now that you look closer, you see he is actually carving things into it while he's just sitting by the fire near Comnal and Ragnad. He's got a small like goatee, white beard, and some white curly hair on top of his head that's just poking out from his hood. He just seems like a guy. He's got relatively wrinkly skin. He's probably like maybe early 70s, late 60s, something like that. And the other guy is he's got like sort of narrow eyes and a short black hair, and he's just got a little bit of salt and pepper. You know, he's only like maybe late 30s. And yeah, based on these descriptions, Esme does not know either of them.
Okay. I feel like we should meander in. Not rush. I should not be excited.
Okay. Do you want us to still pretend to be druids?
Yes, definitely. Because we
Okay.
don't know these other 2. They might be spies.
Copy that.
Gawain like clambers up back on the shoulders of his like earth elemental-esque zombie.
Oh yes. Will you find a picture for me of what you think that looks like?
Hell yeah.
You also,
Horrifying.
yes, I forget. You also have a zombie.
do have a zombie.
That was once one of the Eternal Flame priests that you disguise so successfully that he just looks like a minor earth elemental of some
Who
kind.
rolled that nat 20?
Me.
That was awesome.
Making your way over here. All right, so, you guys, I'm not gonna make you roll stealth again because you already snuck past all these guys, and we established that even though they smelled somebody nearby, they didn't really care enough to go out of their way. Who is leading the charge going towards this camp over here? And
I suppose that would be me.
and are you dressed as? Are you still look like a flame guardian?
Okay, here we go. Yes, I am. I gotta get into character.
Mm-hmm.
What accent did he have? Oh, I remember now. Okay. Yes. Okay, let's head on in.
Indeed. All right. So, and are you saying anything? Or are you just walking through the smoke and popping right in?
What is our goal first? We should establish what our goal is before we walk.
Probably a
into
good plan.
this camp.
Maybe just a vibe check. Maybe just to see like what your buddies are doing and if they're okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
And
I know them, right?
You know these two.
No, I know. Am I pretending I don't know? Like, what tactically should I know them or not?
I think it's okay if you know them. I think maybe if we're playing the role of being interested in joining the cult, we shouldn't, question mark? So maybe this is just kind of like a stumble upon them, like, whoa, oh, hey, hi, fellow druid. Whoa, I know you.
Okay, word. Okay, we can go.
Also,
way
DM,
too-
I put in character creation my image for ConCon.
Oh, thank you. Okay, good.
That way too, you know, if we get talking to whoever else is there, you could vibe check your friends and see like what they know and what's going on. Oh god. Is that Swamp Thing?
It looks
Yeah.
a lot like Swamp Thing.
I was originally going with the swamp creature from Avatar: The Last Airbender, but this one feels more fitting.
Yeah.
Swamp Thing is so
little more
buff, it
humanoid.
makes me so confused.
Mm-hmm. Mother Earth is buff.
Yeah.
And all right.
Mother Earth is hot.
So, so you, everybody, good then?
Yeah, I think Gawain's gonna, just on the shoulders of ConCon, is gonna take up the rear.
Okay, I'll pop you back here. All right, everybody good then? What is again, Boneless? You're leading the charge.
Yep. I'll
And
come on in.
Are you just popping? You're just walking, barging right in.
We'll just pop on in, and
All
it
right.
can be hey y'all, how y'all doing down here? We're just passing through, wondering if anybody has a glass of water. I am parched.
Okay. You walk right into camp and you go, "Hey, y'all!" And they all immediately jump up, and you see they sort of like pop over to the opposite side of the campfire from you. This older man is wielding his staff. Comnal and Ragnad draw their darts and quarterstaffs as well because they're druids and they can't use bows and arrows, like I was about to say. And you hear a woman's voice goes, "Who goes there?"
Oh, didn't mean to startle you. I'm so sorry, y'all. I was just wondering if y'all had a glass of water. We're heading on up to the temple there, and I'm march thirsty.
Oh, certainly. This one walks up to you. She is wearing all green. She has like a sort of a short, a short skirted dress that is largely made out of leaves, like sewn together from leaves. Comes down to just above the knee. Very, very cute. It's got flowers sold into it randomly all about. It's very cute. Walks up. She says, "Oh my God, I'm so sorry. We just got startled. We weren't expecting anyone. Are you here to tell us about the ritual? We've been waiting for a long time. We're very excited about the ritual."
Oh no, not just yet. I don't want to spoil it. I'm actually taking these folks up first, but I promise you'll get your turn.
Okay, great. We've heard it's tomorrow night. Is it? Are we gonna be invited up this time?
Not this time. I'm so sorry, y'all, but maybe next time. These guys are going up this time. I'm sure. Aren't you all excited for the ritual?
Very.
Is he?
Gawain is like fully warged out right now. Like his eyes are still very white, and he's on top of this creature as Slurp is just high above, just watching.
You see, you're all the way in the back here with your thing. Esme, are you making yourself visible? There's enough people that you can kind of hide in the crowd if you want to.
I think I'm gonna like peek around. I like find that I'm behind them, but I'm gonna like peek around and then be like, "Oh my God, call me! I haven't seen you forever." And then I'm gonna go like for a hug.
Okay. So you rush up and you see her eyes go wide and she says, "Esme, Ragnad, it's Esme." And you see Ragnad kind of sidles up beside her. Ragnad is still on guard a little bit, but when she sees you, she puts her staff and darts down, and she looks surprised as well. Comnall rushes up to you and gives you a hug. Oh my God, Esme, are you here for the ritual too? We're so excited. We've spent the last couple weeks here having just a great time meeting other really cool druids and stuff. We're just so excited to see what the rite of the Wicker Giant is. You know, just doing research. We're doing research now. It's kind of our new thing. Mm-hmm. And Ragnad's
it's so great to see
"Yep,
you.
we're doing
We
research.
should go sit by the fire. We should go catch up. We should chat.
Yes. Oh my God, come on over. We're making s'mores. Let me introduce you. And she walks back over to the fire. They get back in their comfy little positions. They're both sharing a single wooden log that they're kind of sitting on, all snuggled up together. She says,
While they're moving,
Yeah.
I think Gawain mentally reaches out to Esme and goes,
Should I mentally link with one of your friends to see if they're okay? Cool.
That'd be cool. That sounds great.
Copy that.
yeah, Gawain just keeps warped out. It's just like, whoa.
So you're looking through Slurp's eyes right now.
Yeah, I'm still watching from above.
Okay, cool. Yeah. And so Comnall says, "Well, you know Ragnad." And Ragnad says, "Hey, how you doing? Good to see you." Ragnad, is like a little more introverted than Comnall. And this is our friend Merkin. We met him here. And that over there is Saruki. And Saruki walks up to you guys and says, "Hello. What are you doing here?"
Esme puts out her hand towards Merkin.
Merkin give you a polite nod and a friendly smile and shakes your hand.
And then she's gonna look at what's the other person's name?
Saruki.
Is that a thing too? What does that mean?
It's not.
Is that
It's
also
just
a
name.
wig?
Just
That's
a name.
also a trial wig.
Just a name.
Okay. I was like, is that a different kind?
Comnall says, "Yeah, Merkin doesn't talk much, but he's super chill, super fun to be around. He's teaching each other some very cool magic stuff that we didn't know. It's very exciting. Yeah." And this is Saruki. Saruki's just kind of sharing our camp space, been hanging out with us.
Awesome. And you're
Saruki
all
looks.
here for the ritual?
Saruki says, "Yes, we are here for the ritual. Is that why you are here?"
It is, yeah. We are here to learn more about the ritual and more about the Burning Man.
Did you only just arrive?
We've been here for a little bit, not very long though. Yeah.
Interesting. And Saruki addresses you, Boneless, because you're still the Flame Guard, and says, "Why are these individuals being brought up for the ritual when we have been waiting for some time?"
Oh, I'm so sorry. I guess no one informed you. So this isn't like a first come first serve kind of a thing. Our great lord, the Wicker Man here, he lets us know who to be chosen next, and he gave us a vision and let us know that these folks would be next. And so it was very convenient. I was already on my way up, so I'm bringing it in.
Both Gawain and the zombie wave in unison.
Horrifying.
And if I may ask, where have you all come from? And he addresses the party as a whole, other than Esme.
Real quick,
Mm-hmm.
which of the is it Ragnar that's not speaking very much?
Yeah, Ragnar is just like, she seems just kind of
Ragnar?
shy. She's like being friendly and smiling, but she's just not.
I
talking.
would like to send to Ragnar
Mhm.
just the softest, in the like most unobtrusive way that Gawain knows how to with mental connection.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Just
Because
says
you've
like,
learned it can be jarring to just suddenly hear a voice in
Yes.
your head.
Hello. My name is Gawain. I'm the guy who's waving right now. So
For the record,
Esme,
yeah, go ahead.
Esme is a really close friend of mine. Don't freak out. Don't acknowledge that I'm talking to you. Please don't acknowledge. Please don't acknowledge. Act normal.
Ignore me.
It's fine. You can talk to in your head if you want. But I am a really close friend of Esme. We've been told that you were in trouble. We've come to find you and to help. You can, again, respond in your head. Don't respond out loud or it's going to get weird. Is everything okay?
You see her, she reacts like very startled when you say it's Gawain. But then she looks around and presumably she sees you waving.
yeah, both me and the zombie are waving.
And she reacts a little bit, but her mouth is still agape because she's still like, she's trying to act normal, but she's not hiding it very well. That's something has startled her. I'm going to roll to see if anyone else notices that she is startled. You see, while she is like, before she responds to you, she's like making eye contact with you. You see, Kamna leans over and says, "Babe, are you all right?" And Ragnar replies, "Yeah, babe, I'm fine. Don't worry about it. It's all good." Before she looks back at you, Gawain says, "Yeah, we're okay. We've been having such a good time here. We didn't. We're fine. Why did you think we were in trouble?"
This is a trap. All of it. What they're doing is they're convincing druids to come here to kind of weed out who they want to indoctrinate into their cult, and those that they don't, they burn alive. Druids have been brought here under false pretenses. This is not safe for you.
So
We are here to take them down.
But so what? This is a trap. Like this is. The
Being here
the
is
ritual
a trap.
is a trap.
It's not a real ritual.
She just looks terribly confused right now. And she doesn't respond for a minute. She kind of just looks at you and looks at the other members of her party here, and as she's like processing this information. While this is happening, Saruki is still talking to all of you guys. He's addressing Poetry and Mako and I guess Glarnock and Gawain as well. He says, "So, how did you guys find your way here? Are you druids as well? Interested in taking part in the rite of the Wicker Giant?"
That's
I'll
what brought me here.
Yeah, Gawain's not speaking, by the way. He's just pretending like he's this like weird druid with like milky eyes and just on this creature. Like he'll tilt his head to the side every
Don't
so
mind
often.
him. He's in a trance. Real important
Interesting.
druid trance.
Merkin speaks up for the first time and just says under his breath, "Beast bond." And Saruki says, "This seems very strange to me. But you are welcome to our campsite for the time being."
Thank you kindly. Holmes is gonna take a seat,
I'm going to sit right here around the campfire.
sing our campfire song.
Mm-hmm. What's everyone else doing?
Gawain and Zombie are gonna just post up right behind Esme.
Okay.
And I think Slurp is still above,
Mm-hmm.
but I do want to have Slurp ready to like act as a decoy if Ragnar acts weird again. to be like the reason they're acting weird is because this weird black like octopus is like coming up behind him. So like I want Slurp to be ready to like dive into action as like a distraction if need be, but also keeping an eye on everyone from above. For sure.
So, and you see at this point, so Kamnal wants to talk to Esme first. Says, so what have you been doing? I can't believe you're gonna do this ritual. This is like, it's kind of new territory. We're kind of like pioneers here, doing this cool new thing. We're some of the first people to take on the rite of the Circle of the Scarlet Moon. I think Elazar is one of the only ones that has actually fully completed it. He's a very cool guy. You'd love it. You'd love him. He only comes down every once in a while just to like make introductions, but he's so cool, very chill, very down to earth. What have you been doing?
I've been getting to know these guys over here. How big is the fire? Like, how close are Merkin and the other person that I cannot remember their name for the life of me?
Saruki?
Yes, Saruki. If I whisper to Comnal, can they hear me?
So she's like diagonal. She's like 5 feet from you. The other two are 10 feet from you. And they're both across the fire. The fire is it's a bonfire, so it's like relatively large. It's probably like 4 or 5 feet wide.
Okay. So I'm gonna like scooch closer to her and kind of tell her what Gawain just told Ragnar. So like, I have to be really honest with you. This is not real. This is a trap. This is like some MLM bullshit. They are trying to just murder all of the druids on this hill. So we're actually trying to stop that.
All right, give me a stealth check.
Okay.
Oh, sorry. Did you want something else?
Also, I'm so excited that you and Ragnar are back together. This is great. I'm stoked. This is fantastic. Stealth.
Could I possibly help by coughing really loud when I notice that she starts to like talk to them quietly?
I don't think so. I think this is Esme's deal. You're across from the fire. I don't think you can help with this.
Something in my throat.
It's a 14.
It's a 14. You whisper this as quietly as you can. But actually, before you finish, you see Kamnal actually breaks eye contact with you and notices Ragnad, who has this shocked, horrified look on her face, and is just like has not broken eye contact with Gawain, who is not even looking at Ragnad. And Kamnal says, "Babe, are you all right? Like, what's going on?" And Ragnad says, "It's I need to go.
I need to go. Flown behind her at this point and is like touching her hand with his tentacles.
Okay, then she screams and gets up, and jumps back to see this slimy little octopus. And you see all of them jump on guard again. They grab their druid staffs that start glowing with brilliant green energy. Vines start to sprout from the earth around Slurp.
Gawain unwargs and goes,
Oh, my apologies. Oh, that's Slurp. Sorry, he was keeping an eye out. He was just saying hello. He's very friendly.
Holds out his hand, and then Slurp just like flies back, lands on my shoulder.
My apologies.
Ragnad says, "I do not like your friends, Esme," and just walks over here.
I'm sorry, they mean absolutely no harm, I promise. Like, none whatsoever.
So fair. We're so obnoxious.
But they are a lot. They are definitely a lot.
Gawain looks at Esme and goes,
should I
for a majority of this time.
Oh, shit, who's
I
here?
think it is quite unfair to make a judgment on me when I've kind of just been here chilling. Hi, y'all. I'm here.
There you are. Terrific. Hang on a second. There we go. Wait a minute.
I see that as I've been gone, things are going awry as usual with our crew.
I think we have this
It has
all
not
under
gone
control.
awry.
Thanks.
My
It's
goodness.
fine. A creature touched one of my friends and skeeved him out. That's completely understandable.
Yeah, super
you know
normal.
how Slurp freaks people out sometimes, okay?
I
I'm
hate
down.
Slurp so much.
Why? Slurp is so
Like,
nice.
freaky.
Slurp just like kisses my face with his
Yeah.
tentacles.
He's just a freaky little guy. I'm sorry, I need to adjust some things now that Shanks has joined us
He's just a
in
freaky
with
little
the
guy.
streaming business, so that everyone can be seen. Give me just a second here.
I'm just finishing putting stuff away at work because we're basically done here. I would have came earlier, but I did injure my hand in the process and I had to take care of that.
No, you're so
but I'm
good.
good. I am sweet.
Oh, injuries bad.
Just gotta adjust here because the settings on OBS are a little finicky when Windows change size. Fix this. There we go.
Merkin might be my new favorite NPC.
Of course he is.
American.
We have... There we go. Okay. Now we have Esme, Boneless Poetry, Gawain, Mako, and Glarnock. Terrific. Okay, sorry about that. Sorry, Mako, what is it that you interject with here? Oh, Mako's busy.
Yeah, I would just like to say that's a pretty unfair judgment on Mako's character, as Mako has yet to have the chance to speak. But it's but no, totally. I understand circumstances that they may be, how they may seem. I'm sorry for the inconvenience.
Actually, this Mako character here, he's a pretty good poet. If he wouldn't mind loudly letting us hear some poetry, I'm sure we'd all enjoy
I think
it.
maybe just let's take a moment. Let's everybody. There's a lot going on right now. This is Comnall
Just
speaking.
start singing.
So yeah, there's
Mr.
a
Brightside.
spooky squid over here. And Ragnad seems pretty freaked out, so I'm gonna go check on her. But I'll be right back. So she goes around the corner to the tent over here, and they have their own little chat.
Gawain does keep the connection open just in case Ragnat wants to say anything.
Okay, cool. Sounds good. You see, so Merkin slides a little closer over to Esme and gives Esme a nod. And kind of stares at you, Esme.
You want to talk to Merkin, Esme?
How goes it?
Mm-hmm.
Is that good? It's been good?
Mm-hmm.
I'm glad. I am glad.
No.
How long have you been here? How long? Sorry, I didn't catch that.
No, 3 or 4.
3 or 4 weeks. I think that's is that what you said? That's a while. Have you seen a lot of other druids come and go?
Mako whispers to Gawain, I think they're speaking Druidic.
I have no idea what is being said right now.
Could I quickly do like a quick vibe check? Did either of them like give an air of recognition when I came in?
Sure, give me an insight check.
Okay, thank you. Uh, 17.
17. No, none of them seem to know you
Really?
specifically, but they did recognize your outfit. Once they could see you. Once they saw you, they'd be like, "Oh, this is someone from Scarlet Moon Hall." Like, but they don't recognize you specifically, it seems.
I want to try something really quick. The other one that's not Merkin. I wrote their name down, but I can't read my own handwriting. I know it starts with an S and ends with an E sound.
It's Saruki.
Saruki, thank you. I'm gonna write it down in a way that I will be able to read it. Could I message Saruki really quick? Hello, comrade.
So one thing, actually, Saruki has been like kind of pacing about after Ragnar got up, and what's everyone's passive perception?
13.
13.
We're all pretty mid.
What? Hold on, let me see.
10.
Anyone have
Slurps.
above a 16?
I have 12.
No? Mako?
Let me check for Mako. Mako has a pretty high.
Mako's is 18, actually.
Thank God.
So, poetry, you see Saruki is trying to catch your eye, because you're sort of the one on the outside here. And you see very briefly, they make a little, like a sign with their hands at you, and then they give you a look.
Do I know sign language?
I don't think you do. But you can make a history check.
Yeah. Just roll for history.
That's right.
My God, is he flirting?
How do I do this?
Are you in love?
I hope so.
I have a big dick.
What about Louis? I'm missing something.
That's the introduction line.
He's not saying anything. He's just making this weird hand gesture.
Wait, what am I missing on this history check roll?
What do you mean? You just press the button.
You just press the
It's
plus
what I'm
next to
trying
history.
to do.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 down in the
D&D
guild
Beyond.
column.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, after deception, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Click on the +1 there.
Yeah.
Are you logged in to D&D Beyond?
I certainly am.
What?
I am, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that's weird. I can roll it for you if you'd like.
It might be your computer, hon, yeah.
Yeah,
So-
you want to hit it and I'll
Maybe
I'll-
try refreshing. Yeah.
get my poop in a groove.
You got a 13, so you have no idea what this thing is, but you did see it well enough to recognize it. So he makes this gesture with his hands.
That looks like a vagina.
He does one of these.
Like this. So with the thumbs
Oh.
overlapping and the fingers crossing.
Okay.
He kind of does it like real low on his body, but does it in your direction and tries to makes an eye contact with you.
It's like what DDT used to do.
Yeah, exactly.
Plug.
I'll make an insight check.
Yeah.
Oh, he's making cult signs at you.
Hey, now it's working.
Yeah, I fixed it.
Oh, that's terrible. Do you want my inspiration?
Yeah, probably. If that's all right.
Okay.
If you want to
Go
use
for
your
it.
inspiration for this.
I don't know. It seems really important.
I feel like this is a spy.
Yeah, same.
Shit.
Take mine. Take
You
mine.
gonna use another one?
I'm not joking. Take mine.
Okay. All right, we're done. No more.
Oh my God.
Oh, goodness gracious.
No
Damn!
more.
The dice gods want us to fuck this up so bad.
No insight.
You...
I can.
Sorry, Mako, what's that?
I know I've been like gone, been working. Is it possible to give that with, like, not like an inspiration in which it gives advantage, but an inspiration in which he rolls with an inspiration as a bard?
Oh, with bardic inspiration.
Yeah,
You want to
bardic.
give him bardic? Sure, yeah, because I was going to say you can also, you did notice the hand sign. I was going to let you give a shot at identifying it as well. But you can,
okay.
if you instead, you can give him your bardic.
I have a well, I have a so my insight is also really good, so I could just roll an insight.
Well, he's
check.
not looking at you.
What
You
does he
can't
think?
do insight. You can do a history check if you want.
Oh, okay. I don't even know what my history is. I'll give you bardic inspiration. It's a D8. So you add a D8 to any of your rolls.
8. Come on, 8.
So I roll a d8 now and
Yeah.
add it to one of those. Is that what you're saying?
That's
yeah,
right.
it would be the 11.
Whichever one's highest, so the 11. Mm-hmm.
Oh. Here we go. Kidding me.
Is that a
A 14.
14 total? He is trying to confirm. It's clear from his eyes he's like asking you a question by doing this gesture. Although what the question is, you can't be sure. You don't know if it's like a gang sign or if it's just like you down the clown, or if it's some other type of nonverbal communication that you're not familiar with. He's clearly trying to ask you something discreetly. That's all you can tell. But
should do
when
that.
when you look at his hands and you look at him, and there's no recognition on your face, he kind of just rolls his eyes and turns away from you.
Hmm.
Do you
Shit,
think
you
I
should have
peeped
just
that
done
sign
it.
at all, Ace?
Sorry?
Do you think I peeped that sign at all?
Nope,
Peeped the
not
sign
even
at
a
all?
little.
Oh, okay, fair.
They're behind us.
Oh, that's right. Oh, it's that guy. You're right. Okay.
Yeah, and he kind of went specifically outside the circle and did that
Yeah.
to poetry, because poetry is also a little outside the circle. Comnal comes back in and says, hey Esme, could we talk to you over here for a little bit?
Yeah, for sure.
Great, thank you. So you make
Please
your way
don't murder me.
around the corner.
Mako, why don't you grace us with some of that real loud poetry that you were... sorry, Mako, why don't you tell us some of that real loud poetry that you so graciously graced us with earlier today?
Yeah, I think I can share something.
Screaming.
Give me half a second. I will.
Okay, so while you're doing your poetry,
sorry.
it's
I'll
okay, no
okay,
worries.
yeah.
While you're doing your poetry, Esme and Ragnar and Comnal are gonna have a conversation. Ragnar still looks pretty shook. She's kind of like visibly nervous. Like she's like tapping her fingers a little bit and kind of rubbing her hands together. And Comnal says, "So, Ragnar says that one of your friends, the one that has the spooky octopus that touched her,
The
talked to
little
her,
one.
the little one, yeah, with the weird white eyes, talked to her in her mind, and said
Yeah, he
that
does that.
this is all okay. So that's something that he does. That's a normal thing that you know.
Yeah,
that he does.
yeah, it's normal.
Okay.
It's jarring. I know. I'm sorry.
All right, great. So he said that this, that the ritual is actually a trap.
Yes. That's what I just told. That's what I just told her too. Okay. This is a long story. I don't know how much Mom told you about this. But
I mean, I know she's
she-
like your mom, but like we have our own moms, but that's we get it, yeah.
But like she like told me to come look for y'all because you like vanished. But before that, we've been like battling these cults, and this is another cult, and they're actually sacrificing everybody.
Okay.
So like you should not
And what-
participate in the ritual.
Like, what evidence do you have for that? Because like all we've had is a good time while we're here. Elazar
Have
seems like a
any-
really great guy, and we're just really excited to find some new information about a new druidic circle that we can bring back to Mom, as you called her, the abbess. And so it really feels like you're just kind of like trying to like put a whole damper on the good time that everyone's having here.
I'm
And-
totally not. I like want you to have the best time, but I'm telling you, this is like definitely not the best time. It's like the worst time.
But like, how do you know that? Because your friends are really spooky, came on real strong with the tentacle touching
I know
Ragnar.
they seem really
Ra-
spooky.
Ragnar's like, yeah, that was really not cool. What is it? That's not a way to introduce yourself to someone. Like, what the hell? Like, I mean, if it's real, like the warning
know
is
how to
fine, but
interact
like
with people.
that's a tentacle touching me from behind. Like, what's that about?
Okay, first of all, he's an orphan. His brother died, and then his surrogate dad died. He doesn't know how to interact. I might as well teach him how to interact. I don't know how to interact. Like, I'm sorry. He's a lot. We're all a lot. We're all a bunch of misfit toys. So, the proof that we have is that we've already fought 2 of these cults, and they both tried to murder us. There are 4 cults. They're all based on the elements. This is the fire one. We fought the air one and the earth one, and there's definitely a water one coming. So I'm just trying to warn y'all. I'm not trying to dampen any fun. I'm not trying to like harsh your mellow at all. Like I'm fully into your mellow. Like I can give you this weed if you want. You can just get mellow as hell. But you should do it elsewhere.
All right, give me a flat persuasion check.
Fuck. Do I have luck? Wait, don't tell me. I want to roll again.
Do you have luck?
I do.
All right, use your luck point. Make sure you mark it
Okay.
off.
Come on, D&D Beyond. What the fuck? For real? That was worse. Okay, it's a 10.
Take my inspiration.
All right.
The worst. It's worse. It's a 10.
No!
Ooh, you guys are having no luck today. Oh man.
I love you guys. I just don't want you to die.
Okay.
Esme cries.
Esme cries. Oh my goodness.
I
You
would
s-
give a crying Esme anything.
You see. Hang on. I don't know.
Like
I need to roll
advantage.
to know how. No,
wink,
no,
wink,
no
nudge,
more.
nudge.
No more advantage.
An adorable
crying.
sobbing druid. Are you kidding?
I need.
Slurp's tentacle comes in gently from behind, pats Jasmine on the shoulder.
Oh.
You see Ragnad. Like after you start crying, Ragnad starts crying too. And then immediately Comnal also starts crying, and it's just like, I didn't mean to. I thought we were just having a good time, and we just thought you didn't want us to have a good time because you're always like trying to like do much better than us, and we're trying to find something out, and we just wanted to be a good job, and you're like, we can't even do a good job because you're trying to stop us from having a good time. And suddenly,
Actually crying. What's happening?
Suddenly you're all crying, and there's a lot of crying talk and noises being shared. You all hear the sound of 3 people crying from over there. You see even Saruki like turns and looks in their direction, as does Merc, and he leans back from the fire and takes a look.
Gawain sends a mental message to Ragnar, just
Is everything okay over there?
You hear her go,
sends one to Esme. I think I messed up. Is everything okay?
Stop doing that. Please stop doing that.
Your friend keeps talking in my mind. I don't know him.
Don't do that.
I think those folks are having an emotional.
Gawain sends
An
a mental
emotional
message to
time.
Boneless. Just, I don't know what's happening. Everyone's freaking out.
I messaged Wayne, buddy, it's okay. It's
Gawain
okay. I
starts
love
crying.
you. Okay. No, don't start crying. No. No, please. All right. I'm
Bunch of
gonna
weepy
check
druids.
in on these guys over here and just see how they're doing.
All
And
right.
I get up I go over and I see how they're doing.
You go in. You see them all crying together. That's about it. They've all got like maybe they're not like I think you're not like hugging maybe, but they've all got their hands.
Aww.
You've all got your hands on each other's shoulders, you know, like a little crying huddle.
That.
And
I promise I'm not trying to ruin your fun. I promise.
well, just why would you come here and why you going up to do the rite before us? Is that all? Like you're just trying to make us go away so that we don't get to do it?
To die, dude.
Then why did you said they said you're here to try the ritual?
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm gonna do something.
It's like we're fine.
That's fair. Esme, did you tell them the thing?
Like, don't fully believe me, and I just don't want anybody to die. Everybody is dying.
All right, I'm gonna try something. Can
listen? We're kind of having a moment here, Mr.
Can Vagina Wig and Saruki see me right now?
You can like have rounded the corner if you want.
Okay, great. I'm just gonna change my face when I do this.
Don't freak out, guys.
Okay,
Please
y'all.
don't freak out.
Okay.
I'm something called a changeling.
All right.
So
you just
we
disguise
change our
yourself?
shapes. And I'm gonna turn into I'll turn into Kelly Marie Tran because she's a comforting face. And
That's
I love
true.
her.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, do not turn into Danny DeVito, baby.
I will not turn I will not turn into Renesse, that's for sure.
Mm-hmm.
I turned into Kelly Marie Tran, who we all know and is the most comforting face.
Okay.
I love her. Anyway,
So you're not with them? You're not with the druids?
Can I say very quietly?
The Scarlet Moon druids?
We are all deeply, deeply undercover. Esme has been very worried and looking for you guys. We just want to make sure that you guys are safe. What she told you is true. We don't want you guys or anyone else being sacrificed at this thing. And part of why we're here is to find you guys to make sure that you're safe, okay?
Okay, give me a persuasion check.
Yes! Okay. 1 second, I'm rolling persuasion. I got an 18.
You got an 18. You see they both look at each other and they start to calm down a little bit. And Ragnad finally chirps up and says, I really thought that you were just trying to get us to leave so that we wouldn't get to take part in the ritual, and that like your friend was just trying to trick me somehow. And he really scared me with the octopus. But
He hasn't always been that creepy. He got creepier.
This is recent, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
People have died, and he just keeps getting creepier.
It's just kind of how he's dealing. We're gonna get him some therapy soon.
Okay. But so this was all just you're not actually going up for the ritual.
No.
You're not part of the you're not one of the
take out this
Scarlet Moon
We're gonna
druids.
go fuck some shit up. Yeah.
But
we're gonna go try and stop them from sacrificing more druids.
You think they're gonna sacrifice people?
No, we know.
Have you seen anyone come back down the hill?
They think for a second. And then they look at each other and they're like, oh, no one's come back. I thought we just assumed that they joined and that they were part of the, but both of you give me an insight check here.
Ha! 24.
Woo!
I know everything.
What you can tell, what did Boneless get?
Oh, insight. I'm so sorry.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I have trash insight. I got a 12. Sorry.
You got a 12. That's okay. So what? You can just tell that they're very confused at this realization. Like they hadn't even thought about it before. That like none of the people that have gone up have come back down. But Esme, what you can tell, because you've known them for a while, like Ragnar and Kamnal were never like top of the class in Druid school. You know, they weren't like the most intelligent about like remembering nature stuff, but like they were both like, you know, very good-natured people. And what you see in their eyes as they're realizing this, and why it's like been sort of difficult to convince them, is that like they must have been here for a long time, because something has like set in to their brain that has caused them to think that this ritual that they're waiting for is going to be the big thing that changes their whole lives, you know? And as you're bringing up these very reasonable facts, you're seeing like poking pinholes through a piece of black paper and light shining through. And you realize that, like, not that anything magical has necessarily happened to them, but like as if they've been in a fog that you're starting to clear away. Quite literally. And that something might have happened to them from staying here so long. But they look at each other and look back to you, and they say, So what should we do then? We've been waiting for a long time to try to get finally get our own druid circle. What do we do?
I can tell you right now, this is not that. But you can still create your own druid circle. That's totally still an option. I don't think either of you should be like super disappointed, because like the alternative is a lot of nothing. Because they will kill you. But I think that y'all should leave. And I think that you should take anyone that you think will go with you.
All right, give me another persuasion check.
Can I help?
God damn it.
No.
Fuck.
What'd you get?
Trash. It's a 6.
A 6. They're like, we don't want to leave. You've had your druid circle for so long, and we never had ours.
You can join mine.
It's not that easy. And you realize like they're higher level druids. They're not quite at where you are, but they're reasonably high level, and they still haven't made the connection to gain a druid circle. Because you kind of have to like dedicate yourself to like one type of rite, the way that you chose the moon. Other people are Circle of the Shepherd.
Moon. The moon chose me, but
and like the moon didn't choose us. The shepherd didn't choose us. Like, what are we supposed to do?
I have a suggestion.
Well, what's your suggestion, Bomo?
I don't know too much about druids, but I do know a thing or two about choosing your own destiny. You could choose to be a hero. You could fight alongside us right now. These cults,
and then they're
destroying lives.
You'll see.
You could
for
help
yourself.
us make a real difference, and you'll see for yourself.
All right, Bone, let's make a persuasion check.
Okay.
And like honestly, we could really use your help.
19, friends.
Sick.
19.
Yeah, sick as fuck.
You see Ragnad starts to perk up, and she kind of nods like just a little bit, and she says, "Yeah, I think so. I think we could do that. I think we could help. We can, because then we can, at least we can see, as she's talking to Comno, we can figure out like what they're actually doing, and we haven't even we've hardly been up there. We don't know what's going on. We could at least go and see and try to help if they're actually bad people. And Comno says, this seems. I wanted to finally have my druid circle, and I don't. But you're right. We can see. That's what we want to do. We want to help people, and this is the only way we can help people. We can't help people if we leave, and if they're right, if she's right.
You'll be helping us, and you'll be helping all of these druids.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, we don't know about Saruki and Merkin, but we'll come with you. Okay.
That's actually just another really quick point. So some of the bad guys have infiltrated these camps. We don't know for sure if these guys are bad guys or not. Have you guys done a vibe check on them?
I mean, Ragnar says, yeah, I mean, Merkin is super chill. Saruki has been really on edge, but not nothing doesn't seem malicious or anything. We don't really know him that well. He's he's the only one that we're not sure what his deal is. But he's just been asking a lot of questions and hanging out.
Asking a lot of questions?
Yeah, just
what kind of questions?
Just where people come from, what we're doing here, why we came. And then anyone else that has come through, he does kind of the same thing, asks a lot of questions. So, yeah, I mean,
questions.
That sounds sus.
Mm-hmm. But he's not, he doesn't seem like a bad guy, it's just.
They never do.
Mm-hmm. All right. I mean, well, I guess we'll pack up and we'll just tag along behind you and follow you up to the hall.
Tell them that you've been chosen.
Yeah, I can help corroborate that. And I turn back into the guy.
Okay, very good. And you see they kind of pull themselves together. They wipe away their tears, and they look at you and nod and say, "We're gonna help. That's all we can do." Yeah. And you walk back out.
Alrighty, y'all. I think we're ready to scoot a boot here. Mako, did you finish your poetry?
Did you have a poetry to share?
Did you have good poetry?
Now that I'm now that I'm home and fully set up, is it possible to make that history check still?
Oh yeah, go for it. Mm-hmm.
Cool. Second.
I will say,
as this is coinciding with what y'all were doing. Let's see. Here we go. I am so sore today, though. Oof. This is just loading for me.
You're history checking the hand signal?
Yeah, that's what I'm going to do.
All right. If it doesn't go terribly well, we don't learn anything, I want to flash it back at him.
But you already looked confused.
Oh, did I made a confused face because I rolled so poorly. Never mind.
You did. Mm-hmm.
It should be going now.
Why is it? Do you need
frozen?
Me to roll it for you?
Oh, here we go. It's D&D Beyond's just being wacky. I don't know. The dice is just frozen on my screen.
Oh,
so
boy. Yeah, it says you're rolling, but no numbers coming up.
The dice is going so slowly. It just hit the wall. Oh my goodness.
Do you want me to try?
It's rolling. It's almost there.
It's almost.
The suspense is killing me.
Oh my god, it's rolling so slow.
There it is.
A 13.
A 13. Yeah, you barely got a good glimpse of it. You could see the basic, he put his hands together somehow, It looked kind of familiar, but you didn't see exactly what it was.
For sure.
Mhm.
For sure.
And that's about it. So now Esme and Kamnal and Ragnat have come out. Is there anything you guys want to say? Everyone's kind of looking at you expectantly after everything they heard back there. Mostly like the crying and then the Flame Guardian going to check out what was going on. And the crying stopped, and you all came out very calmly. So Merkin and Saruki, I
Seen
think,
them in years. Literal years. Crazy.
I love watching old friends come together. It just seems meant to be. The Great Burning One brings those who need to be together. In fact, I feel very moved by his spirit right now. I think this was a sign. I think you two need to come along with us up to the temple here, if y'all are both so inclined.
the Great Burning One, says Saruki.
Yeah.
You say
yeah.
he speaks to you and tells you that these two are destined to take part in the ritual.
I'll be honest with you. I feel moved. I feel moved by his spirit. I feel moved by his love. I feel moved by the Great Burning One.
And then puts her hands up.
I think that this is not a coincidence. I think that this is a truth. We must bring these two along. There are no coincidences in this world. The Great Burning One has taught me so. I feel very moved to bring you two along with us.
This is just ridiculous. And he sits down and slams his staff into the ground and just kind of slumps on the fire.
Have faith. Have faith. The Great Burning One will call you accordingly.
Mm-hmm. Give me I'll take a deception or a performance check.
Who's better? Let's see. They're the same. Let's do performance. Why not? Oh, that's going to be a cool 23, friends.
Yes!
23. Saruki is really studying you right now. He's like staring at you into your eyes, trying to like suss this out. He like something clearly. You can make an insight on him if you'd like.
Okay.
Can I also make an insight? Because for the first time, Gawain is sitting and observing.
Yeah,
That's
for
a
sure.
7.
Yeah, totally.
Can I help?
You can. Sorry, who?
May I make an insight check?
Yes, you can.
We're all just so interested.
Do I get advantage with Slurp for insight?
I want to do it too.
Not for insight. I think that's a little too
Because
hard.
bonuses suck.
18 for Gawain.
19.
16.
19, 16.
Hell yeah.
Okay, so you're all watching Saruki because Saruki is being the most animated about this announcement. He's clearly studying Boneless. Boneless, you can't really tell what he's trying to figure out. But I'll say Esme, Mako, and Gawain, you can tell, like, he does think something's off about this. But you can also tell, like, based on his body language and how he sits down and kind of gives up, that he's not certain enough what it is to act on it, but he does think that something seems weird about, like, this behavior that Boneless is exhibiting right now.
Gawain sends a mental message to Boneless, just being like,
Yeah, that guy's like kind of sussy. He hasn't figured it out yet, but he's being kind of weird.
Oop, time to wrap it up then. All right, y'all. Let's get on going.
You see Merkin is, like, fully unfazed. He just goes, forms, but no,
I want to take Merkin so bad.
Merkin just sits by the fire, starts etching more leaves and nature patterns into his staff. As you guys head out.
I was going to give him a weird hug as she leaves.
Mm-hmm. You give Merkin a weird hug. Merkin just like kind of shrinks away from you, but then like extends like one arm, like "Merc, just wanna
No, he liked it.
I think Gawain sends Slurp forward.
It's just like, go ahead, Slurp. Go shake shake the person's hand.
And Gawain or Slurp flies over to Merkin and holds out a single tentacle.
Merkin like extends his hand and shakes Slurp's tentacle like it's like he's done this before. Same fun of things.
Slurp does like a full bow with the rest of his 7 limbs.
You see Merkin does all in for the thing. In China.
Hey, come on, buddy.
And then has Con turn to walk away and just summons Slurp back.
Terrific. You do so. Anything else you guys want to do here?
I just want to get the fuck out of here. Yeah, let's go.
Yeah, I think we should just
Get
go.
on going. Yeah.
Actually, can
Alright.
I do one more thing? I want Slurp to
Maybe.
be facing behind me, and I'm gonna warg out so that I can watch behind us as we're leaving.
Okay.
Yeah, keep an eye on Saruki.
Yeah, that dude freaks me out. I want to keep an eye on him.
Going on, I'm burning a use of my bardic inspiration so I can use so I can have ready one of my tales. So
Sure.
I rolled a 3, so I just got to see what that is.
Mm-hmm. So Comnal and
I-
Ragnat are going to be in the back here with Gawain and Con. I guess we'll put Mako and Esme in the middle with Boneless and Glarnock up front.
This is a very fitting tale. This is the tale of beloved friends.
Aw.
That's wow. Okay, that's actually really cool. Which one's Saruki?
Saruki is this guy over here. He's like he's like middle-aged one. He's got like slicked back black hair. He's kind of very short on the sides, salt and peppery.
What is he wearing? Is there anything like? I know he has like a staff. Is
He's
there
got-
anything off? Oh, I guess off is a weird thing to say. These are all random folks.
Yeah. And in terms of what he's wearing,
Yeah.
he's got a staff, just like most druids have a staff. He's wearing like a dark blackish gray traveler's cloak. Underneath that, his clothes are like he's got a basic like tunic and pants, it looks like. They're kind of like a navy blue color, but like not totally matched. Yeah. He's got a hemp belt.
Mako would think those are sick digs. I think at some point in the time that Boneless and Esme were talking to Ragnall and I forget the other
Ragnall
name.
is their couple name.
Oh,
It's
okay.
Comnal and Ragnat.
Comnal and Ragnat. Okay. I think
Or
Mako would.
Comnad. Both work.
That's funny. I think Mako would attempt a convo, or would have, just because he had noticed stuff, and because Mako is a cautious person, and Mako wants to like, I guess, be the one that has the most information.
Mm-hmm.
I guess out of the crew, like just
Sure.
to know.
Fair enough. Yeah. So you go up to him. He's just sitting there looking pretty grumpy, and kind of turns his head and looks at you out of the corner of his eye.
Sick digs. Mako is similarly wearing like a similar like black for his cape and stuff like that underneath like the breastplate.
He says, "Thank you very much." And he kind of like glares at you. Your clothes are very fine as well.
My uncle got them for me.
Esme starts crying again.
Your uncle has good taste.
He did. He really did.
Are you excited to take part in the ritual? He says this kind of bitterly.
I mean,
Be chill,
personally,
Mako.
personally, like, what is like unity in like an organization, if not just an extension and an exploitation of the self and other? I mean,
What
yes,
are you trying to say? Other than like waxing philosophical, is there something you're trying to get across to him?
I think Mako's hinting at like Mako's nature is that he kind of just doesn't want to do things. Like that's always been like a baseline of Mako's thing. So Mako's communicating that like he kind of just doesn't want to be a part of this, but he is a part of this. But like the ritual is like whatever.
You
I think
see,
Gawain at this point does cast Mage Hand and like pokes the back of Mako's shoulder and then turns and with a flourish points at the party.
like, yeah, everybody's getting ready to go. We'll say this is happening as Ragnar are packing up their tent. So you see that everyone's almost ready to go. You see Saruki, when you say that, he kind of cocks an eyebrow and says, then why partake in the unification at all?
Can I roll an insight check on him?
Sure.
I kind of want to, I guess with this insight check, what I kind of want to feel is, what if something does Mako think this person would want to hear?
Okay,
is that
sure.
a possibility?
Yeah, for sure.
With this insight check.
Yeah. You can try to read that.
Is there any way I can assist since I'm warg watching?
Are you still want to be warg watching from
I'm
above?
warg watching. Yes.
I think if you're watching from above, then no.
Oh no!
23.
I'm watching from behind.
23.
Oh,
I just have eyes in the back of my head.
So okay.
You got a 25. Never mind. I rescind my offer.
Okay, great. You got a 25.
Mako has really good. Mako has really good insight and really good perception. He has expertise in both.
It seems he is looking for some type of validation of a suspicion. That's what it seems he's looking for, because he's been looking at you guys skeptically since you arrived, and he's like, something clearly has not clicked for him about all of you guys being chosen for the ritual. So he seems to think something is off about you, and that something is wrong about you guys going up for the rite of the Wicker Giant. Shanks Mako's out for a second. Whoopsie.
Someone was barking.
There's some barking going on.
Maybe there's a visitor.
Ruh-roh. Okay.
I feel like we should have left. This person sketches me out.
Okay.
We could
Mako's
always
back.
murder them.
Yeah.
I'm back.
I'm
Oh, that's true.
considering
We
it.
could do that.
Glarnock
Okay.
here.
Sorry, I'm back. I had to open the door. So yeah. He has it.
So that's
Bruno, chill,
Bruno.
my dog.
Classic.
Mm.
So yeah, that's just like you can tell he's been skeptical this whole time. And when he asked you this, he feels like he's trying to figure out like what your motives are for wanting to do this, the taking a part in the rite. Because he thinks something is off about them.
Okay. Off about our motives or off about everything?
Off about like you guys being you can't tell everything of like what he's suspicious of, but
Okay.
definitely like you guys wanting to do this and being the ones that were chosen. He seems to be suspicious of that. And he's not sure, like, with the 25, you can tell he doesn't know a lot, and that's why he keeps, like, scrounging for information.
Mm-hmm.
So what do you want to say back to him?
Sometimes, damn, what do I want to say back? Now I'm actually legitimately thinking, like, with that. Let me see.
What he asked was, then why take part in the unification at all? Because you were talking about being a part of a unified group and whatnot.
He's home, yes. Please don't yell.
Come on. Oh, any ideas, Mako? Can't hear you. You're muted.
I'm going to type it because there's noise back here.
Oh, boy.
Actually, wouldn't mind a quick break.
Yes, we're going to take a break as soon as this is over.
Oh, okay.
I've been waiting, yeah. Once you guys take off from this campsite, you guys all will take a break.
Okay, yeah. I think what he would say in return is because there's always a chance to make some sort of change.
Okay. He makes that gesture at you very subtly.
I would like to roll. Can I roll a? I guess.
First, give me. Yeah, you can do a perception first.
Okay.
I would also love to be able to do this perception as well, because I'm definitely watching.
You cannot see this.
I can't?
No.
Is
Dirty
this
20.
The butt plug?
Hmm.
The thing?
He is only
Dirty
doing
20.
it to Mako, and he rolled stealth to do it. Dirty 20.
Got it. Okay.
Dirty 20. Dirty 20. Dirty 20. Dirty 20.
Dirty 20. Yes, you can tell exactly what he does, and he makes this symbol. Can y'all see it?
Okay, I see it.
He's making a little X, yeah, with his fingers, and his thumbs are overlapped.
With that previous 23 insight, would I also know? Would I continue knowing, having some kind of grasp on him, or do I make another insight check?
I need another insight because he's making eye contact with you now for a specific reason.
Okay. 25.
25. He's looking for confirmation that you are of the same affiliation.
Mako gives the hand sign back. Or Mako does what? Can I make it? Damn. Would that insight also? Down. Would that insight give me some clue on if I give it back or not? I give it.
You give it back, and he squints his eyes and kind of smiles a little bit, and says, and whispers, just like he leans into you, like so that literally only you could hear, and he says, "The waves crush all." Do you do anything in response?
I
do want to reiterate, Gawain is watching Mako intently at this point.
I have a decent deception. Or actually, I also have a really good persuasion.
You got to decide right now. Would you say anything back or not?
I'd
5 seconds.
join us. Mako nods forward and walks towards the group.
Okay. And we'll take a break there. We'll be back soon. Please stick around. We'll take a 10. We'll be back at 26 after. Cool? Everybody good?
Thank you, Tim.
All right. Please join us for the rest of the session. And we're back from our break. Everybody had a good bio break, and now we're back after a very tense conversation between Mako and this strange fellow Saruki. So Mako, you said join us, and you walked away to join your friends. And what would you guys like to do from here? Currently, Saruki seems is stiff as a board right now. He watches you walk away.
Boneless is marching in the light of God. We are just heading on up.
Gawain still has Slurp on his back, looking at the guy you just said. And I'm warging, so I can keep an eye on him.
Okay.
Bako's at the back of the crew.
You gonna be at the back?
Yeah.
Whoop. I'll swap you with poetry. Unless you want to be at the back, poetry.
No, that's okay.
Yeah, I think I give the zombie the command to follow Esme.
All right, very good. And he will. Mako, do you want to make an insight check or do you want to just kind of turn your back and walk away after you say that?
Insight, of course.
Okay, go for it. And Gawain, you can do one too now.
Okay, love that.
21.
I
Thank
don't
you.
think I need to roll it because it's a 9. But yeah.
21. He has a lot of things kind of flash across his face very minutely. Sort of like confusion and a little bit of inspiration and trepidation is what you get, because there's a lot of things happening all at once, and that's I think the most, even with a 21, that's the most clarity you can get on what he's thinking.
Yep.
But ultimately, uncertainty as to your invitation. Mako, you get Gawain, you get nothing. You don't know.
I don't even know what was talked about. I'm just like,
he kind of looks like he has to poop. That's what you get.
That's unfortunate. Yeah. You should probably go poop.
Mm-hmm. All right. Are you guys gonna head up to the northern half of the hill, or is there anything you guys want to do down here?
Just want to check out the other fire.
Yeah, Gawain, could we use your little drone your little octo drone?
Sure.
You don't have to. That was not me trying to say like, hey, look at the map. No, but it's whatever you guys want to do.
If it's worth checking out, I'd be down.
I don't know, guys. It doesn't seem to work that hard on the map. I feel like.
Clearly, I didn't.
It's whatever.
All right. I think
I think we could collect more people. That's probably not for the better.
Gawain's just gonna say out loud.
I mean, yeah, I can send my friend to go check out the other camps, but do you two know? Is there anyone like worth talking to in the other camps? Like turning to Esme's friends.
Kamnal and Ragnad look at each other. Not really that we know of. I mean, we met some cool people, but like, I mean, most of them either like passed through, and I don't know which camp they ended up at, or if they could be up there somewhere. So, I mean, it's hard. I don't really know.
Is there anyone dangerous that you've met?
I mean, not really, because we were just having a good time. It's kind of like a party vibe, you know. Everybody's getting ready, celebrating.
Coachella.
Yeah, exactly. Cool. You know Coachella?
I guess I'm boneless again.
Coachella throws the best parties.
Chella's wait a minute. You've been to Chella's party?
Yeah, of course.
Okay, so way back before I got sober, I was there every weekend. Oh my god.
Oh my god. How did you follow her around?
No, dude, like my boyfriend at the time, was a wizard, and he would like scry on her and like
Oh
follow her
wow!
around.
Oh my god!
No,
That's
it was dope as
incredible.
hell. Like super illegal, but like dope. As
We
fuck.
only happened to be in the same place as her parties like twice, and it was unbelievable.
Some of honestly, those are the best times when you like just happen upon them. They're the best.
For sure.
I'm sorry. Boneless said I'm back to being boneless right now. So this is Randall Park saying, "Oh yeah, like my boyfriend at the time was a wizard," and like so now that I'm back, it's Randall Park, and like Chella.
Travis
so
was
cool.
rad. Like Travis was rad. Fuck Travis, but yeah.
So while Gawain is still warged into Slurp, Slurp is like floating in front of Boneless with just the look of just whoa, and is like nodding just like Gawain would do. But it's Slurp doing it, just floating in front of
no,
you.
buddy, don't do drugs. Like I regret that time in my life a lot.
Kamnal sees other people looking confused. It's like, oh, Coachella is like an archfey that is like all about partying. So she like throws parties all over the material plane.
Wait, what's an archfey?
Pretty lit.
Just like a really powerful fairy.
Fairies? Fairies are real?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I really hope we meet Coachella.
Whoa! Can we meet a fairy?
That'd be dope. They're pretty dope.
I don't know. I mean, they're not super. They don't come here a lot, but like Coachella, that's like her whole thing. That's like how she gets her power. And,
I want to meet a fairy.
Mm-hmm. Anyway, so are you guys marching on?
Yeah, I turn back into the
Marching
guy, and then we march on.
All right.
Yeah. I think Gawain does send Slurp like above them to like keep a kind of scout situation going.
For sure. All right, you guys head up. Let me see here, actually.
If we succeed at what we're doing, it won't really matter if the druids are still on the hill because they'll be safe.
That's fair. Yeah,
We
that's a good
take
point.
everybody out.
Alrighty.
Let's hope it doesn't turn into a volcano.
Oh God.
That would suck.
I didn't even think about lava.
Why the fuck you gotta jinx us like that?
My bad. Oh yeah, don't give
What
them
is
DM
it?
ideas.
Yeah. What? Boneless. Why would you even talk
Secret
about that?
I just realized we're on a hill. Why the fuck would you say that? Why the fuck not?
God, Boneless.
How did I not think of the fire mountain as being a volcano?
There's smoke everywhere, guys. I wonder where it's coming from.
Fuck you, Boneless.
Wait,
Out of character.
wait.
I've
is it
always
actually a
wanted to see a
volcano?
volcano. This
Wait,
is gonna be
that
so
was-
cool.
That was fully a joke. Oh,
Is
no.
it? Can I get a nature check? Because this place is a volcano.
Yeah, you can do a nature check if you
Can
want.
I do a nature check with disadvantage?
Yes, you can.
That's a
It's not
6. Mako has no idea. Mako's from a city.
Mm-hmm. You've never seen a volcano in your life. You've only
We
heard
never
of
Gawain
heard
them.
of
got a
that.
2.
Oh my God.
Yeah, this is
Esme
definitely
just
a
gonna straight
volcano.
up
There's no other
ask,
explanation. Kamnal?
Yeah, both of them.
Ragnar?
Esme's just gonna be like, "Yo, is this a volcano?"
And they look at each other and they say, "We don't think so. Like the smoke doesn't seem to be coming like from under the ground. It's kind of just like emanating outward from the top." Which like, and if there was like, you'd see a hole in the top for all this smoke to come out of. I think it's like, some more magical thing than that, like just like a natural phenomenon rather than like a specific volcano, probably.
You hate to see it.
Couldn't you like plug up the volcano? Because if it's a hole, you just put something in the hole. Right?
Again, it's like not really a volcano. It's just like a kind of like there's like some kind of fire related magic, and that's what's kind of generating the smoke. Not so much like an actual like lava
God.
hole.
Maybe that's what the
smoke
butt
is-
plug is actually for.
The what?
There's a
The
if you
butt
close-
plug
The
is to
what
close
now?
up the
Oh.
volcano.
No,
I'm sorry,
that
what?
wouldn't work. That wouldn't work because the heat would cause pressure and it would pop the top.
Ooh, you don't want that. Yeah, you don't want that. You gotta douche first. Yeah, you don't want that.
What, so projectile butt plug is not a good thing?
Probably not. That's like a bullet. That's like
What's
not
a
great.
bullet?
I mean, Liz didn't say that.
What are we talking about?
Anyway, I think on the way we can explain to them about the other cults that we've encountered.
Okay, sure,
and
yeah.
kind of like fill them in on like what's been going on. I don't want to keep them in the dark too much.
Gotcha. Yeah, you tell them what's what. You want to send Slurp ahead to look around?
I do. I want to send Slurp ahead. I also do want Slurp to loop back to see if that one dude is following us. But yeah, I do want to send Slurp ahead first.
Okay, you send Slurp ahead. Boop-a-doop. And yeah. He flies along here. You see there's a path. The path you're on goes right up to the walls of the tower. There's some tents and stuff. I told Mako this before when he used his scrying, but for you guys, these light gray walls are still walls that used to be probably the exterior of a much larger building. These gray walls are just rubble. They've fully collapsed here. And looking at the tower now from the outside, you can see like this tower was once just like one portion of a big building, and the rest of the building has been reduced to rubble, and this is the only basic structure that stood. You know, like as in this wasn't accessible from the outside. You had to go through the whole building to get there, but now it's a standalone building. And yeah, you see what Mako saw. You see this huge burning effigy of a person like 30 feet tall. You see two people with their heads bowed in prayer, mumbling. And you see these two guys up on their guard towers at the scaffolding. How much are you having him look around? You just having him do a cursory check?
I think I want him to go through and like confirm everything that Mako told us, just to be like, yes, nothing has changed, or if something has changed. Also wants to verify what those creatures were that Mako heard but didn't see.
Okay, cool. Awesome.
But yeah, just to get like a lay of the land of like who we're about to meet.
For sure. So give me a perception check to see what you can get from like up high, you know.
With advantage.
With your Slurp's eye view.
Slurp's eye view. So that is an 18 or an 18. That is an 18, not at all a natural one.
Yeah, you get all the same things. There's people here. There's small. There's like four-legged creatures down here. There's two of them. Another guy with a sword and shield, and these two guys up on the scaffolding. The scaffolding is about 30 feet up. And the other thing that you can see is that there is an entrance into the building from this scaffolding on the west here.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And how high up is that scaffolding again? Sorry.
About 30 feet.
30 feet. Got it.
That's all you can tell from like way up high, where you know he's kind of out of people's eye line. If you want to get closer, you can probably tell what these creatures are, and maybe see more details and things. But then you'll have to make a stealth check.
Okay. Do we still have Pass Without a Trace active?
Probably not. No.
Plus, he won't because he's too far away from the group.
Away.
Yeah.
I like turn to everybody just like, okay, so this is all the shit that relays everything that you said.
This is everything going on, but I can have Slurp take a closer look if you want. The problem is if he's seen, I don't know what they're gonna do about it.
I'm gonna cast Pass Without Trace again, real quick, before we do this.
Here's the thing: you can do that, but Slurp won't be able to benefit if he's a certain distance away from you. I believe he has to be like within 15 feet of you or something. So if he's going to scope it out, he won't be able to get any benefits from that. The rest of you will.
He can only ward within 100 feet of me, just so you know.
Right, yes.
I'm still going to cast it on everyone except for him then.
Okay.
For sure. It just affects everyone within your radius. So when he's near there, he still gets the benefits.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Let's do it.
Exactly. All right, cool. Make sure you mark off that spell slot because that's your.
Do we want more recon, more information, or because I can have him sneak all over the place if we need to. But I don't know how sneaky he's gonna be.
I mean, I think we should just get up a little bit closer, like go around to one side to the other, sneak? Do some sneaking?
Well, I can also have him investigate things while Boneless goes up and introduces us.
That would work. Should some of us hang back, or are we all trying to walk in?
I think we can all walk in. That's probably fine.
I think
I know the door.
a lot of a good few of my spells I can cast from a distance. So if I can, if we are seen, and they expect this many, I could possibly get a jump from a distance with some of my spell casting.
Cast without trace only works on anyone who's like in my bubble.
How big's the bubble?
How big is that?
It is, I think it's like 30 feet.
Copy that. Well, then that's the question. Do we want to sneak in? Do we want to walk in? Or do we want to blow it the fuck up?
I do eventually want to blow it the fuck up for sure.
Well, yeah. But
I think
like
it's too early
initial
to start
introduction,
fighting.
what are we thinking?
Well, this feels a little like walking into Mordor.
Well,
But-
what's that? I don't know what that is.
I-
It's this really exclusive club that's in Waterdeep.
Oh, okay. Y'all are gonna have to take me to Waterdeep at some point because like
Maybe
there's some cool stuff there.
I feel like the
Anyway,
drinking age here is probably 14, so
There's a drinking age.
There isn't
But-
really. Yeah, it's just kind of like if they look young enough, then it's like, hey, don't do that.
Screw that. I'm gonna go back to my boat.
Hey,
good
Oh, I
drinking.
always based it off height. I always assumed that if someone was taller than me.
Oh yeah, sorry buddy. Yeah, you don't fit the height
But
restriction.
what about dwarves and halflings and other?
Yeah,
other
it's a
races that are-
super racist rule. I
Yeah,
don't
they can't drink.
Wait a minute.
Can I-
Hold on.
can I-
If
can
it's
I-
height based, does it count
Horrible.
if I'm on top of my friend here?
Oh, probably not.
You need a
No.
trench coat.
It's only for
I-
humans. The rule only applies to humans.
Gawain does try to like
And-
pull his
and
duster
whatever you
over
are.
the front to look like he's a little bit bigger.
It only
but it
covers
does
like to
not
his
cover
elbow.
you.
Viewing
Yeah, it's
lore.
like not very good.
Can I ask a question?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Can we just review the what was seen in the last session in the rooms on the right there? Can you just go over what we
Oh
discovered?
yeah, sure. Yes, you with the clairvoyancy spell from Mako, you saw these two floors. This one is full of bedrolls, which is presumably the bunking area where Glarnock would have slept, along with.
So from what I know, that would be the barracks then.
Exactly, this is the barracks. There's a bunch of bedrolls here. When Mako looked, which was probably like maybe 2 hours ago at this point.
Which is the third floor.
Correct. One,
Okay.
2, 3. Third floor. There were only 3 people sleeping here. Two like had full armor on and stuff. Like you could tell that they were probably guardians, flame guardians. This one did not have armor on, so you don't know exactly what his deal is. The floor above that, the 4th floor, is Elazar's room. That's where Mako saw him with a package on his desk, an obsidian box that had weird like runes etched into it. Mako couldn't get quite a good enough view to see much more than that, but they saw what Elazar looked like, and they saw him writing a letter in his cool outdoor chair that was put inside.
Yeah, and then while I was on the 3rd floor, with the hearing ability,
Mhm.
I heard a really raspy dude talking to another person, and the raspy dude said he was going to leave to see or something about Vanifer's will or something. So I think he left somewhere else. But like, there's at least 1 or 2 other people that we don't see in the I guess would be the 2nd floor.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I don't know if that guy left or something else, but yeah.
Mako, you said you could see up a ladder on the 4th floor that led up to like a dark area that you couldn't hear anything from, right?
It's not that I couldn't really hear anything. It's like the building is like very crickety and stuff. The main thing that I could hear were the creaks of floor, like the creaks and like the rustling of like wood that just is when like
Okay,
wind passes through like a really decrepit building.
What if I sent Slurp up to the top floor, check that out, and maybe we can like get up there and sneak in from the top?
Not bad.
Cause I can fly if I need to.
That would be cool. I think if we have folks trying, I guess, intersecting, if that makes any sense, that would be pretty cool. However, do any of us else have flight capabilities?
Dirt and Ernie.
Yeah.
They said they wanted to stay away unless things were really, really, really bad.
Yeah, but they could like drop us on the roof and then fucking dip.
Yeah, that's fair.
But we would be seen by the scaffolding folk. 2 giant hippogriffs aren't necessarily the stealthiest of things.
Also,
regardless, they're huge creatures.
The only way I know to call them is a very, very, very high-pitched noise that would give away our position.
It's not like a dog whistle. It's not like only.
Oh no,
to
no! It hurts. It hurts when I do it.
It's got to be loud enough so they can hear it, even though like it is specific to them.
All Glarnock also remembers is that on the first floor, that was the tunnel that reminded me of my haunted past. That I heard the beast sounds and I saw the giant shadows.
Correct. Yes.
So I know that that's the entrance to the temple.
Correct.
So if we walk through the front door, that might be a tunnel right there or something on the first floor.
We're trying to take out that leader first, I thought, aren't we?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I've cut off the head of the snake kind of a deal.
I'm sorry. Is it a 5-foot tower that we can see, or are some of the floors underneath the ground that we can visibly see?
The temple's underneath the ground.
Yeah. So, but if the first floor has a tunnel to the temple, is it on the same level as the temple? If that makes any sense. Do we know if the first floor is actually a basement, or if the first floor is the same ground level
as when we walk through the front door? That
would Glarnock know that information?
I think so. You don't have to do a check. You'll know that when you walk through the front door of this building, you're on the first floor. That's where the
entrance to the tunnel is. Right.
The tunnel goes down into the floor, and it's definitely under this hill. You don't know how far the tunnel goes before you actually get somewhere, but it definitely goes downward.
Copy. Thank you so much.
Yes.
Glarnock, are there a lot of people in the temple? Or are most of the people up here in the tower?
Would I do a history check, or would I?
Yeah, give me a history check, because I'm not sure like that's something that you would have necessarily clocked all the time, is how many people are in each place.
They kind of kept me like as not a prisoner, but not informed.
While he's rolling, are either of Esme's friends able to fly?
No.
Cool.
Okay, it's under skills, right? And I should just be able to press it, right?
Yeah, just press the plus on history.
It's giving me like the description.
Oh, that's weird. You click the plus.
If you hit the plus number
or the -1, maybe.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do. It's just it keeps on going to the description.
Weird. Are you on the app or?
Yeah.
Oh, that's strange. You want me to roll it for you?
Yeah. It's a negative.
Glitchy.
It's a -1. It's a -1.
Oh wow! You got 17 though.
Hey,
so 16.
No. 18 on the die, -1. Yeah.
Oh. Okay. Yeah.
Very good. So yeah, I think you actually would have remembered that there's usually around 3 people like sleeping most of the time, and Elazar is usually inside. So the majority of the people I think are outside, but there's always some other people that could be out on tasks, and some people are coming back and forth from the tents, from their positions in, like from hiding as and impersonating druids and stuff. But the majority of the people that are always here are usually outside.
So with that number, would I also know what kind of how many, like what kind of militia they would have, or some sort of what are, what their defenses would be?
I don't. Yeah, I mean they don't
Like,
have anything. They don't have
a fight along. Yeah.
Sorry.
Okay.
No. They don't have any type of backup crew that's like.
Okay.
They have like 3 people that are sleeping most of
Okay.
the time, so that they always have people that are out here.
Okay.
More people are in at night than during the day, of course. But yeah, there's usually 3 people that are sleeping, and like at least like 4 to 6 others that are either out doing tasks or doing other things that aren't specifically on guard right now. So the people that you see right here, they're kind of always there. There's 4 to 6 other people that kind of float around.
Oh.
And then there's 3 people sleeping.
Oh, that's a lot of people. I like the hippogriff to the roof, infiltrate, try to kill that fuck. Oh, excuse me.
You can swear.
Okay.
Fuckity fuck fucking.
It's an 18 plus stream. It's all good.
I say we kill him.
You're the roar.
I like that idea.
Really quick, and then I think we're good to go. Asa, just so I know,
Yeah.
this is another. This is another tower,
Mhm.
right? And it's just on top of the temple. And then what we're seeing here is like a courtyard, right?
Correct.
Outside, and the like you said, the gray walls are what used to be a temple,
Yeah,
or
I mean,
a building.
It used to be a whole castle. The gray walls are what used to be the exterior of the castle, and this was just like the the roost or whatever. This was like one tower where they had, where they probably had a place of worship and stuff like that. So what is now a courtyard used to be all building,
Okay.
I gotcha.
And did you say light gray was collapsed or the dark gray was collapsed?
The dark gray is collapsed.
Got it.
Is there any chance that when we're on the hippogriffs to the roof, that we get heavy crossbowed through the neck of Bert and Ernie?
I don't think we're able to hippogriff it out without them knowing we're coming.
Yeah.
Oh,
The thing is, it's a good plan, but we will lose the element of surprise.
Yeah.
I think I'm still gonna have Slurp come in and like check out that top floor, just so we know
Probably
what
a
it
good
looks
plan.
like.
Yeah.
All
Yeah, I
right.
think
Can
I'm
do.
definitely I'm
wanna
gonna
check
send
out what's up
Slurp in
here?
while I'm warging to just like peep in because there's like holes in the roof, right?
Exactly. That's what you're seeing right here. There's clearly being work done. Like there's a little scaffolding built onto the roof so that someone can come up here and fix things. Like there's still holes, but you can also see patches where holes were fixed and stuff like that.
Got it. Yeah, I want Slurp to go in on probably the farthest north wall where there's not people,
For sure.
and just trying to like sneak in and try to get in through
Hell yeah.
one of the holes to check that
That
space
makes
out.
sense. Since he's coming above, I'll say the only people you need to pass by the guard of these 2. So give me a stealth check.
Confirm his stealth. Alright, he has a +3. And this is a straight roll?
This is just flat. Yeah.
Oh god, that's 5.
Whoa.
That's a 5.
That's a 5.
That's all right, y'all.
You
It's all right.
float. Give me a perception check. From. Are you warging with Spurt? Slurp?
I am warging,
I
yes.
keep calling him Spurt. I'm sorry, Slurp.
Spurt is so much funnier to me.
You're working with Slurp. Give me. Okay, so give me a perception check then with your stats.
Alright. They're actually the same, but
Oh, the same.
I rolled
Okay, great.
2 17s, so that's
yeah.
a dirty 20.
Okay, terrific. So I'll say that Slurp gets close enough to look inside.
Okay.
And they mostly just see darkness. It just looks like a dark, dusty room without a lot of things going on. I think Slurp gets to one of these holes here and kind of looks through before they hear the sound of a crossbow being loaded.
I knew it.
I have Slurp take off as soon as possible.
Okay.
Just
I knew
straight
it.
up. Like, right up to the sky.
Let's roll for initiative. Have Slurp roll.
Oh, fuck.
Am I rolling my initiative or Slurp's initiative?
Just Slurp, I think. Slurp's the only one in this combat.
Alright. It is a +1 for Slurp, which is the same as mine. Thank God. That's a 13.
A 13. Let's see what they get. There you go.
I'm gonna kill that squid.
Slurp goes first. How fast
Cool.
can Slurp fly?
Slurp has a 60-foot fly speed, and I want to use the hide action.
Oh, you want to use the hide, not dash.
I mean,
Up to you.
if I'm able to hide in the like smoke,
Sure, you can
I
try
think-
to. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
you know what? Shit, what's this? Slurp wouldn't know this. Yeah, Slurp's gonna dash just straight up,
Straight up, 120 feet, straight up.
120 feet straight up.
All right, very good. Let me see. All right, this guy is going to take a shot, but luckily he does have disadvantage. What is Slurp's AC?
11.
Pew! Crossbow bolt fires up into the air, misses Slurp entirely. However, there's another one. Once that pops off, this other guy gets a go. Ah, shit. A second fire crossbow bolt sticks right into Slurp's backside
Slurp dies.
just after he breaks the smoke cover.
Rip.
He takes 6 damage
Slurp has 1 HP.
and he dies.
I think Gawain like sees it coming, and you just hear, "Oh shit! Oh shit! Shit!" Ah! And then like sucks himself back into his own body and just, oh god, whoa, that sucked. Okay,
And I think if,
okay, Slurp's dead.
Oh fuck.
Okay.
if Gawain didn't already know, that's the one downside of having an adorable little octopus as your companion, is that they are immediately recognizable as not a normal thing to be around. It's not like,
yeah,
oh,
but-
there's just an owl there. That might just be an owl. No, that's an
Nope.
octopus. Those
That's
don't,
an octopus.
those don't belong
and it's
anywhere.
flying? Like,
That's a bad sign, no matter what.
bad omen from the Great Burner.
And
so I guess they know we're coming, right?
Not necessarily.
No.
You
I
wait a
just
minute.
think
You don't hear any alarms being sounded. You guys are about to, you're like 40, 60 feet away from the beginning of this area. You don't hear anything different happening.
Hey, I could, based on like some magic that I have, I could make one of them or more of them run away from their post.
I think we should save that and try the deception tactic.
It purely enters through their mind, and it affects them. They are the only person that can be affected when I cast this spell.
But if it fails, do they know?
They take a
happened?
lot. They take a decent amount of damage, and they go, "What the fuck just happened? What was that whisper in my head?"
I think we personally I think we should wait to go on the offensive.
Yeah, let's
You
try to
just-
sneak in.
Do you want to still go with me as the prisoner and try to get that route?
That's where I'm at. Is
Okay.
I think we
try
should
to
at
do
the
that.
very least get into the courtyard.
Yeah.
And start doing it from there. I think that a good goal would be to get into the tower before we start fucking stuff up. But I mean, at this point, it is what it is. If we have to start in the courtyard, then it is what it is. But I'd like to get into the tower and maybe work our way up as quickly as we can before we start fucking stuff up.
They just killed a flying squid. Do you think that they'll be on some sort of alert now?
Probably, but at least they'll see a friendly face.
Copy that.
If Boneless, if you enter forth with, I guess, I think Mako turns to Ragnad and Comnal, with you both saying that you both personally helped to subdue Glarnock, who is an escaped traitor of the fold, and said that you had heard that you were inspired to help after you heard word of someone making a ruckus at the hall. That'd be easier to gain trust for you both personally, because you both have been around for a while, and we can bring. You could head in with Esme and Glarnock, and it would make sense that these druids had helped out, whilst Poetry, Gawain, and I.
Yeah, we can tell you. Yeah, whatever. Yeah, whatever you want us to tell them, that's fine.
Mako, what will you guys be doing then?
If things go awry, we can sneak and make a diversion, to get the attention of the folks, sort of here proper in the courtyard, and then be able to regroup with you all, as we head on up, on our own, if that makes sense.
Mako, it's not a bad plan, but the last time we split the party, we got thrown off a tower.
We're split really closely to each other, though, and then if they attack you from behind, getting into the tower, we'll be behind them, so they'll be fighting on two fronts. I kind of like the idea.
The dudes on top of the tower have bows and arrows, or crossbows.
Oh, there is dude.
Yeah, definitely crossbows.
But once again, I do have a spell that can make them leave their posts.
Yeah.
I can also hit them in the face with a laser.
I'm not gonna lie, I like the plan. All right.
And
Okay,
this spell is really stealthy.
Okay, remind me the plan, just so I, as Gawain, don't fuck it up.
Me and Ragnall and Esme, we with Glarnock are gonna head in and say that the rest of my party was killed in the pursuit of Glarnock, and these druids helped me, and I thought it would be fitting if they came in time for the ritual, while you and Mako and Poetry and Aaron stay out here and sneak in from another side. Is that right, Mako?
Yeah.
Which side will you guys be sneaking in from?
It'd probably be the backside we were told about, right?
So we could flank, so we can just like kind of.
Yeah, let's do it. Yeah.
I think that would work. There's probably some way for us to clear out the courtyard, and because the person with the snarling beast that I saw,
They're four-legged animals. I know this.
Yeah, they're in a pit, and they can't. I couldn't necessarily see them from my clairvoyance, so I don't think they can necessarily see from where they are. If I use my magic to evacuate the different guards or different folks, we can take out the two people that were like Con praying, that are like Con praying, all in a quick guise, while there's no one who necessarily sees what's going on.
But we all want to start fighting when we're in the courtyard, right? We don't necessarily want to wait till we're inside.
No, you lot get inside, and then
And you'll meet us
After-
there after you take out everybody in the
Mhm.
courtyard.
after we take care of business here, we will meet you lot inside.
All right.
I can also make it so it looks like the Wicker Man's fire went out. If that will make them
That would
panic.
create a pretty good distraction. Before we do
But
this, go
but
ahead.
it's a
Ezra.
distraction like right by where we need to go past.
Fair
So
enough.
maybe wait
So,
till we're
like-
inside, because we can
Okay.
shut the door and maybe people inside won't see it.
I'll do a distraction if a distraction is needed. Other
Yeah.
than that, Mako, lead the way.
Okay. Before that happens, I just need a quick moment with Mako. Buddy, listen. I trust you, but the last time this happened, we got really fucked up. Okay. I don't want to see you or anybody else in this party die. I trust you. Do you really feel like this is the best move?
If you trust me, believe in that trust.
All right, guys, let's do it.
All right.
Uh,
Can I have a little, hey, Mako, you want to give me a little bardic for that? Hey, yo!
I got one bardic left.
Oh, you
I
do?
really
Never
wanna
mind.
waste-
Fuck that.
Do I really
Give
want
it
to waste
to
it
the
on
kid. Nah, give
boneless?
it to the kid.
I give it
boneless?
All right. So we have Boneless, Glarnock, Ragnad, and Comnal are all going in through the front door. Mako, Gawain, Con, Esme, and Poetry are all going in from the back.
Esme's with them.
Oh, Esme's with them too.
Would it be better for me to stick with the people who are sneaking in the back so they have
I
pass
was
without trace?
just
though?
You have
thinking
pass without
that.
trace, yeah.
Oh, that's a good idea. That's a
I
good
would
Because
idea.
much
boneless
prefer to
doesn't
have that.
need it if she's going in.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Then maybe we should switch somebody out to go with them. Actually, yeah, maybe we should switch one of us to go with
Poetry,
with-
you're pretty stoic. And I also, I mean, I
Stoic,
do
but
have
I'm
Glarnock. He's a
super
barbarian.
sleepy. I'm
You're
sneaky.
also one of our frontliners.
I have Glarnock with me, bud. I think it'll be okay.
Yeah,
Well,
I'm just
I
like-
think that's what he's saying is we don't want to put both frontliners in the same group.
Yeah, so I think it'll be okay if I just go with Glarnock and the two lesbians.
I mean, I'm
I
okay
think
with that.
I think you need. I think it'd be best if you had one of the party with you.
I'll go in. Whatever. Let's do it.
Poetry.
I'd say poetry. Poetry's the most stoic.
Okay.
And if we're being stealthy, and we're good at stealth, because I know we got this. Yeah. I think this is the.
All right. Well, before you do that, I want to give you something, Mako. This is a potion of heroism, and it's what I had hoped to give your uncle, but I didn't get the chance.
Okay.
It's a pretty dope potion too, just so you know.
What is a potion of heroism?
For
I
1
don't know.
hour after drinking it, you gain 10 temporary hit points that last for 1 hour. For the same duration, you are under the effect of the bless spell. No
shit.
concentration required.
Mm-hmm.
This blue potion bubbles and steams as if boiling.
That's right. Bless spell is 1d4 on attacks and saving throws, I believe.
Hell yeah. Sick.
Mm-hmm.
Sick as fuck.
Sick. Okay, cool. Yeah.
So, Poetry, Glarnock, Boneless, Ragnad, Comnal going in through the front door. Mako, Gawain, Con, Aaron, and Esme are going in from the back over here. All right, very good.
Okay. Mako is going to. Yeah, Mako is going to grab your hand, Boneless. And he's which lyrics am I gonna use?
Oh my god.
This
Boneless.
world will never be what I expected. and if I don't belong, who would have guessed it? I will not leave alone everything that I own. To make you feel like it's not too late, it's never too late. You get my bardic.
Ah,
Yeah.
thank you. That was sweet.
I feel like that one's gonna be super catchy down the line.
Yeah, thank you. It took me 3 days of like grace worth of like of like studying and writing.
Oh my.
AKA
hold this
that being
All
great
right.
to
from
my
3
chest.
days grace.
Let's have Esme and Mako and Gawain and Con, and I'll roll for Aaron to make a stealth check to skirt all the way around this tower.
And we have a +10.
I believe you do.
Guys, I'm stressed.
Okay, that is a 25 for Gawain.
31 for Esme.
22 for Mako.
And a 14 for Con.
14 for Con.
Con, don't fuck this up.
Con's got a -2 to stealth.
Wait. Actually, yeah, no, that's fair.
Aaron got a nat 20.
Yay!
Let's
love
go.
Incredible. 14 for Con. Okay. Let me see something.
Tits.
Damn it.
Con's potentially a problem.
Good order Con to like not do anything, and if he's captured, he's captured, and he just looks like a druid.
Oh, he is 100% cannon fodder.
Roman, bro.
100%.
I'll say you guys make it most of the way around. Before, when you're rounding this jutting out section of a wall here, Con accidentally bumps into the wall and knocks loose a bunch of rubble. It just thuds on the ground nearby.
I get off Con's back first off.
You get off him.
Con. Scold him.
Motherfucker, why?
He goes,
Tell him run.
Did he run into the woods? Just tell him to run into a fog.
I might need him later. Con drop.
and he
Play dead.
lays on the ground.
Adorable.
Are you going to just leave him there and keep moving?
No, I think just for the moment, like, if the rubble happens and then we stop and kind of hide, and then I just tell Con to get down. Wait a minute.
It doesn't sound like anyone's coming.
Cool.
I mentally tell Con,
Okay, get up quietly and follow Daddy.
and walks away.
Indeed, you guys make it all the way around to here. And so we'll say you guys are hugging the wall and you're all lined up right here. I guess I'll put Con next to you. All right. And Boneless, you're leading the way inside.
Here we go, friends.
That's where we're going to pick up next time.
No!
Sick.
We haven't fought in so long.
I know.
wanna fight.
This is gonna be a fight,
It's a long build-up.
There's so much edging.
Took a lot.
God.
Edgelords.
Yes, it's
Screw Game Master. You're the Edgelord.
I am the
Oh my
edgelord.
God.
I will edge you guys until you can't take it anymore, and only then will I give you your combat that you
Oh my
want.
god.
So we're
on.
level 7, right?
No, not even close. You guys leveled up twice really quickly. Because whenever
Yeah, 2 more times really quickly is also nice.
No, I don't think so. Because when someone dies, that's a level up. I think that's just my rule.
All right. Sorry, Boneless.
Yeah, peace out, guys. Peace out,
Yeah, if
guys.
somebody else dies, another PC dies, then everybody gets a level. So,
right.
If
RIP
it's an
Con.
NPC.
Rip.
Shanks and
but
I have already gotten a death each, so it's on the rest of you. Sorry.
If Aaron dies, though,
Oh my god.
I'm gonna be a mess.
I don't think I can threaten Asa anymore. I have threatened Asa so many times in regards to character and NPC deaths.
I will personally.
Boneless Esme, take one for the team and come back as Ragnar.
Absolutely
Join the
cannot
team
die.
as
Do it.
No, I was definitely planning on coming back as one of them if I died.
Yes.
That's pretty rad, actually. Anyway.
Wait, does that mean one of us can come back as Aaron?
Yo.
I mean, theoretically, yeah. But anyway, thank you guys so much for playing. This was great. I appreciate you all. Thanks for everybody that watched with us once again. I am Ace, the GM. I am your friendly neighborhood game master and your game master because it's Pride Month. And I would be nothing without these lovely players. I'm gonna go down the line. We have Mako played by Shanks at HB Shanks 16. We've got Esme played by January at Dang It January. At Dang It Design. My apologies. And at
Both.
Both. Okay, great. DangItDesign.com.
One is TikTok, one is Instagram.
There we go. Perfect. We've got Glarnock played by Matt. We've got Poetry played by Kirby. And we've got Boneless played by Mary at mostlyasian.tm. Everyone's social media is in the side there, and if you want to contact Alex, you have to whisper the name of your favorite pop punk band on the wind and just pee yourself a little, and then he'll show up with a nice towel and fresh underwear for you.
Absolutely.
Thanks again, guys. We will see you next time. Please join us. Everybody say bye, stream.
Goodbye.